Debbie, More Than Just Skin. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm thrilled you took some time out of your day to spend a little bit of time here with me. Today's video is another empties, and y'all, this is not even all of it. So without further ado, if you are interested in talking some trash with me, hit that subscribe button and here we go. Okay, so I've divided it into fragrance, body care, skincare, hair care, and makeup. And we are going to start per the usual with fragrance. And I have some sample size, but I also have 2 full-size fragrances that I finished. Now, of course, I didn't just go through these fragrances this month. I've been wearing them for a while, probably over a year, but I just finished them this month. But first, let's talk about the sample size. The first sample size I have is Viktor & Rolf Magic Sage Spell. Viktor & Rolf came out with this new magic collection, and there's a few scents in there. They are very expensive on Sephora. I think they come in close to $200. But this Sage Spell is so beautiful. It's one of those scents that, like, when I heard Sage Spell, I was like, I'm not gonna like that. And y'all, I loved it so much. Am I running out to purchase it? No. But it is something I have on my radar because I am trying to kind of curate down my collection. I'm not really buying any full size right now. I'm trying some stuff and I'm trying to use up what I have to kind of figure out what I want to have exactly in my collection. But this one's really nice and I do have it on my radar. Next up is a sample size of the Chanel No. 5 Low. This is such a pretty scent for summer. If you like Chanel No. 5 but you don't want something quite as heavy as that, this is kind of like the little sister of that. Now I have the Chanel No. 5 Premier and I love it. So I don't really need the full size of the Low, but it is gorgeous and I do have a bigger kind of deluxe sample size of it that I am enjoying using. Next is an old favorite of mine. It is Ralph Lauren Romance. I wore this all through college. It takes me back to some great memories. I love it, but the thing I'm realizing on it now is the staying power just is not that great. So while I will continue to use any samples that I get, I doubt I will repurchase a full size. I was considering purchasing a full size. That's why I picked up some samples of it, but I don't think I will be doing that after trying it out again. Next up is Jo Malone English Pear and Freesia. I mixed this with my wood sage and sea salt. It was nice, but it is not one of my favorite Jo Malone scents, so I would not purchase this one. It's a little too fruity and fresh for my liking. Next, I have the La Vive Est Belle by Lancome. I love this scent. This scent is actually on my radar of purchasing the full size. I have always loved this scent. I think it's gorgeous. I get samples of it all the time, and I just think it smells so good. It's about the sweetest scent that I would ever wear, though. It is incredibly sweet, but I think that it is gorgeous, and I really do love it. And then something that is newer to me is by Commodity, and this is the scent Velvet. This smelled great. It was, I think it's probably a unisex type scent, musky, powdery, my perfect favorite kind of scent. So I really did enjoy using that. As for the full size, I have the one Trussardi Donna. Y'all, I was very sad to see this go. This is a sweeter scent. I don't normally gravitate towards sweeter scents, but I think this one smells great. I enjoy using it. I was really sad to see me end that one. And the next one that I was also pretty sad to see go, and I might have a little bit left in here, is the Byredo Mojave Ghost. This one is very powdery, very light, but I did hear somebody say that it is similar to Marc Jacobs Daisy, which I'm quite certain is, and I have worn Marc Jacobs, is it Daisy? It's not Daisy. It's one of the Marc Jacobs scents. And it's not Daisy. It's the one that's in kind of the purpley container with the red and purple top. Anyway, I've worn that scent before and I have to agree it does smell just like it. So I will not be repurchasing the Mojave Ghost, but it was a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. Moving on to hair. I have 4 hair care products. The first one is the Moroccan Oil Hydrating Styling Cream. This was a great styling cream, but my favorite thing about it was the smell. I have some that I like better than this, so I will not go out and purchase it again. A product that I absolutely love, though, is the Bumble and Bumble Preta Powder. As far as dry shampoo goes, because I have a irritable scalp, I find powders work better for me. I am currently using the Aveda one. Once I run out of the Veda one, I'll probably repurchase this one because I like the two kind of interchangeably. But this is gorgeous. If you do have an irritated type scalp and you feel like dry shampoo just irritates you, you may want to try the powder version. I think it's great. I have a hair oil, or a small deluxe sample size of a hair oil. This is the Beauty Protector Protect and Oil. I've had a few samples of these. It is gorgeous. I'm not running out to purchase it because I have a few hair oils, full sizes on standby, but I use a hair oil every time I wash my hair and sometime in between washes if I feel like I need a little extra hydration. Per usual, in every Empties, I have one of my MG217. This is the shampoo that I use. This is for irritable scalp. It's actually for psoriasis, but it's the one thing I found that will keep my dandruff under control. It doesn't dry out my hair, and it is wonderful. Smell is very strong, but I can get over that because of what it does for my scalp. Now, we're going to move into body care. I had a sample size of the May Lindstrom, the good stuff. Yes, this stuff is good, but I think it's very pricey, and I can't see going out and purchasing a full size for body oil that is as expensive as that. I have a couple of body washes. The first one has been my go-to for the summer. Oh my gosh, I will not use it any other time but summer, but it smells of summer. And this is the OGX Extra Creamy Coconut Miracle Oil Body Wash. I have gone through a number of these this summer. I will definitely repurchase it again next summer, but I'm not going to run out and purchase it. I'm actually using a different one by the same brand, but I love this brand's body wash. So if you are in the market, you may want to check that out. Next up, I have a Soap and Glory Clean on Me. I love this. I've gone through a ton of these. I like the pump for the shower. It's great. I kept this one in my shower. I love the smell of it. It's gorgeous. I just really can't say enough good things about that. I have a a body scrub. This is the last one. My assistant went to London and she brought me back a few of these because this is my favorite body scrub of all time, but you cannot get it in the US, and it is by Sanctuary Spa. I think you can get it at Boots when you were in the United Kingdom, but you can't get it here, and it's so sad because I think this is the best scrub there is. If you have tried this and then you've tried something else that you found similar, please let me know in the comments below because I'm now looking for a good inexpensive body scrub. So let me know if you have one that I should try out. I have one deodorant per usual. I have a Dove Clinical Protection in the scent Skin Renew. This is just, if I'm not using my Donna Karan Cashmere Mist, this is the deodorant that I am using. I'm a sweater, so I have to have clinical strength. I have two lotions. The first one I used up is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. This stuff smells of summer. It feels great on the skin. I just can't see myself using it when it's not summer, so I'm not going to run out and purchase it, but I would definitely consider repurchasing it next summer. And then I have a Curel fragrance-free comforting lotion for dry and sensitive skin. Curel is kind of my go-to drugstore lotions. I like the fragrance-free, just regular like this, and I like the, I think, anti-itch or itch relief. So those are the two that I kind of go back and forth between at the drugstore. Now I have a good bit of skincare. So moving on to skincare, I have the Tarte Mermaid Skin. Now, I got these deluxe sample sizes. I tried to travel with them at the beginning of the summer. They broke me out, so I quit using them on my face, and I actually put this in my purse and used it on my hands, and it did fine like that. I have a very small sample size of the Hello Fab First Aid Beauty Coconut Water Cream. Y'all, this was so thin, I had to use it more like a serum. Like, I put it on to be my moisturizer, and I was like, what? Even in the daytime and even in this hot weather, I was like, this ain't enough for me. So I used it more kind of like a serum and then put a moisturizer on top. Another product that broke me out was the Clinique Pep Start Moisturizing Broad Spectrum SPF 20, which is shocking because you think Clinique is something you should use if you break out. No, this one broke me out, so I will not be purchasing the full size of that, and I did not even finish that. Something I did finish was by Vis Viva, the Retinol and Frankincense Restorative Oil Serum. If you've been following me for a while, you know this. I like my retinol in a oil form. There's 3 that I like. I like this one, I like the Colleen Rothschild, and I like the Jordan Samuel. I currently am using the Jordan Samuel since I ran out of this, but this is beautiful, just as good as the other 2, and I just think with a retinol oil, you can't go wrong because you can use it every day. I don't feel like it causes irritation, and it is just makes my skin look really, really good. Speaking of Jordan Samuel, I finished his Etchwall facial oil, and this is discontinued and I can't get it anymore. Jordan, if you're watching, I need this in my life. He's supposed to be kind of maybe reformulating it, fingers crossed. This to me is one of the best facial oils out there for a variety of reasons. It is not fragranced, it does the job, and the price is wonderful. So I'm having to look to other facial oils. I use this everywhere. I liked it on my cuticles. I would put it on my feet. I use this all the time. I thought it was great. I don't know why it was discontinued, but I'm hopeful that something or a version of it that'll be just as good will come back. A moisturizer I finished was something that was sent to me. This is the 107 Core Flex Cream. This cream was kind of like a whipped texture. I enjoyed it a lot. It was great for morning and night. It was not like a gel, and it wasn't too heavy. It was just kind of that medium consistency, and it was a great formula. Something else that I realized broke my skin out was the Kapari Coconut Melt. I used this to take my makeup off. I thought that it would be great, and if I liked it, it comes in a big tub for like $28, which is cheaper than most any cleansing balms. So I was like, if I like this, this could be my new favorite cleansing balm. Well, something was breaking me out, and I decided it was this. So will not be repurchasing. I like it okay, putting it all over my skin, but it's not my favorite, so I won't be purchasing the full size of that. Something that was sent to me by Influencer is the Belief Aqua Bomb Sleeping Mask. This broke me out too. Now you're probably thinking, gosh, everything's breaking her out. And I know it's kind of crazy, but I'm really trying to narrow down. I'm only adding one product at a time, making sure I can figure out exactly what it is that's breaking me out. This was weird though, even if it didn't break me out. So I'm gonna open it up. It is a gel-like consistency. I mean, it is like jelly. And you put it on, and like as your last step, and you would sleep in it. Well, it dries down, and it makes my skin not feel hydrated. It feels drier. So I didn't love it for that, but I would have kept using it and trying it different ways, like maybe covering my face in it and leaving it on for like 10 minutes and then taking it off. I would have continued to do that, but it broke my face out. Now, one thing I will say, this is not the first Belief product to break me out. So there is something going on with the Belief products, the Belief line, that I just can't use. So I am going to actually pass this on to somebody because it is a full, nice size product. But yeah, for me, it just did not work. Actually, I may not be passing it on. I've got to look at Influencer. I'm not sure I can give it to anybody, but I hate that. It's not like I'm going to sell it or anything, but I hate that if I can't give it to somebody because it is a full, nice product. I went through a cleanser, and this was something that I talked about in the past that, like I told you, when I first got it and I received it in PR, I was like, I am not going to like this. This is not for me. It is the Tata Harper Clarifying Cleanser for Blemish Prone Skin. Well, at the time I received this, I was not blemish prone. But as you can see through different products I've used in the summer, I have had breakouts, and this has been a lifesaver. It is so incredibly cooling when you put it on the skin. It is gorgeous. I love it. I'm not running out to repurchase it. However, if I continue to have breakouts, I will run out and purchase it. Another product I received in PR, and I was like, this probably isn't going to work because of my past experiences with vitamin C. Usually vitamin C causes me to get really red. But lo and behold, this one did not. And this is the Dr. Dennis Gross C+ Collagen Brightening and Firm Vitamin C Serum. Now, it does smell like hot dogs or metallic or whatever you want to say, but I got past it. The scent did not last, and it was so great on my skin. It was a little sticky, but I put something on over it, so the tackiness went away. I really cannot say enough good things about this product. I am currently using the Colleen Rothschild Vitamin C, but when I run out of that one, I will probably repurchase this one. So those are 2 vitamin C's now that I know that I can use with no problem. So yes, this is definitely a thumbs up for me. And last, as far as skincare is concerned, is the Caudalie Moisturizing Mask. Now, this mask was recommended to me by Jordan Samuel Skin, and I love using this mask after a more intense mask, like a purifying mask or a detoxifying mask. That's when I like to go in with this one. Am I going to repurchase this? Most definitely. Am I running out to do it right now? No, because I have some other moisturizing masks that I want to get through. Once I get through those, I will definitely repurchase this one because the price of this really can't be beat. I think it comes in around $30 maybe, which is not cheap, but it's a good price for a mask of this kind of stature, I should say. Okay, so I have a very few amount of skincare. Let's start with some sponges. I finished up a couple of sponges that I just felt like had seen their better days. This is the Real Techniques one. The more I use the L'Oreal sponge, which is my new favorite, the less I like the Real Techniques. I feel like it's too dense and I just don't like it. Also, the less I start liking the Beauty Blender. I really think from now on the L'Oreal one is going to be the way to go. I have a couple of more Beauty Blenders to work through, but for the price and for how I like the way it applies my makeup, I'm going to continue going with the L'Oreal sponge. I went through, no surprise here, a top coat by Essence. This is Essence, the gel top coat. As you know, when I do my nails, I always use this. I think this is what makes my nail polish last. Love it, can't get enough, plus the price is great. Something that didn't work for me that I am decluttering is the Lancome Benefit UV 50 plus sunscreen, broad spectrum, 50 plus water resistant, super fluid facial sunscreen. It says to shake well. The reason I didn't like this is because it feels of sunscreen. When I put it on my skin, I was like, that's sunscreen. Can't handle that. Caroline Hirons once said, the best sunscreen is the sunscreen you're gonna use. I ain't using this. So I'm going to give this to my mom and stepdad. They are getting ready to go to the Bahamas for 10 days. Maybe they can get some use out of this baby. And I have 2 eye products. The first is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. This stuff is going to plaster your brows down, which is great. I'm not running out to repurchase because I'm using some drugstore items to do that are not plastering them down quite as much. So I would repurchase this, but I'm just not doing it right now. The Hourglass Film Noir Mascara. I liked this at first. When I got towards the end, I started not liking it so much. Am I going to run out and repurchase? No, I'm not. I have a lot of mascaras to work through, a lot that I actually like better than this, but this was not bad. But for the price, and I think it comes in at $28, it should be better than not bad. Just my opinion. Okay, y'all, so I know that was kind of fast, but that was my empties. That was what was in my trash. I don't like to talk too much. If you have questions about any of these products, please list them below and I'll be happy to try to answer them for you. And as always, I hope this video finds you having a fantastic day and a great week, and I will see y'all soon. Bye, y'all.